Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I'm Helen from Contagious Creativity and I'm back. I had another unexpected absence of an extra week because we had the chickenpox in the house again, and this time it was much worse and I just couldn't find the time, to be perfectly honest. So today I'm going to be doing 3 pages, so a double page and 1 single page, which will cover 4 days. So I'm going to do Wednesday the 11th, Thursday the 12th on one page. Then on the next page I'm going to be doing Friday the 13th, and then I'm going to be doing Saturday the 14th of May. And you'll see I've got the Simple Story 6x8 pad here, and I'm cutting some honeycomb because I work in a nursery. I'm an early years teacher, and we were doing bees this week, so I wanted to kind of show that in my book somehow. So I thought it might be quite cool to do some honeycomb using this piece of paper to go down the side of the page, but not just in a straight line, not a ripped edge like I sometimes do, but using the little hexagons to make kind of, I don't know, make it look a bit like honeycomb on my page. So that's what I've done. I didn't like the way that was a bit blunt at the end, so I sort of fiddle around with it a little bit, and then in the end I ended up putting some washi tape down the bottom, so I didn't really need to worry too much anyway. So I've kind of made it go in and out, and look sort of jaggedy, not very symmetrical, just so it looks a bit more natural, I suppose you might say. I hope that makes some sort of sense. So, yes, apologies for being away for so long, but life is just getting in the way of doing these videos. I'm trying to keep on top of them, but it's just finding the time to film and then do the voiceover and all the uploading, the editing. Not that I do an awful lot of editing, I just speed things up a little bit, because otherwise you're sitting through an awful lot of me like there, just cutting something. So yeah, it does take the time, and getting the quiet time is tricky. So I've used the Simple Stories, what's it called? Bloom, I think it's called Bloom, collection, their latest spring collection, which I love and I've used many times. So I've got the sticker book there, and I've used one of the washi strips from that. Then I'm just thinking about where I'm going to put my photos, and then I think, I'll make that sort of look like it's hexagonal kind of shape. So kind of, then I realised I've not quite done it right. So that would have been an octagon if it had continued, but I wanted a hexagon. So I do change that in a minute. Got a picture of, I'm trying to slot in here, this is a picture of my daughter dressed up as a pirate. They were doing pirates in their room. And then this top one is of my daughter who was off with the chickenpox. She had it really bad, it was horrible, but she managed to get out for a walk with her grandma and found all sorts of leaves and then identified the trees, which was really fun. Sorry, I'm coughing again. I feel like I'm always sounding ill on these voiceovers. So I'm just working out where to place those. In, out, shake it all about. Then I realised it might be better if I chop off a little bit. So I slot her down at the bottom there, the little pirate Meredith. And then I finally get round to sticking some pictures down. So like I said, the top part of this page is going to be the Wednesday, the bottom part is going to be the Thursday. I work those days, so there's not always a lot to say, but I really want to make a record of things. And obviously I had these pictures from those days, which is really nice to include pictures. As you know, I do include a lot of pictures because that's kind of my favourite thing to look back on, is the pictures in the journal. Obviously I do read the writing, but sometimes I just flick through and look at the pictures, so that's useful. You can see I am having to hold that down in the edge because it's getting a little bit humpy, this journal. So I'm flicking through and I'm going to find my L&B makes stickers for the days of the week. She has a few fonts available, and this is my favourite of her fonts. So putting the Wednesday and the Thursday on there. And then I'm going to use my little date stamper to do the date, which seems to be what I use quite often. Oh no, I'm not doing that yet. What am I doing? Oh yes, I knew I wanted to use this beehive because I wasn't sure when I was going to use it again. And then I later realised there was actually a World Bee Day, but I didn't actually do anything for World Bee Day. So I was actually doing bees with the little children at the nursery. So I thought that would be nice about the hive rules, which is quite sweet. And then a few more of the bee ephemera from this sticker book, because why not? When else am I going to use it? I wanted to use that Be Happy and then realise that I've already got another bee. So then I put this one lonely bee on the honey, and you'll see later it was bugging me. There's only one bee. Flipping. I'm flipping. Trying to work out the whether I can use some of these tiny phrase stickers. So I got Smell the Flowers, although it was technically trees that Bethany was looking at. And then Sweet as Spring, because Meredith's got a really sweet little smile when she's being pirate. Meredith at the bottom there. I don't mind that it overlaps the hive. I think I kind of quite like that in some ways. Then just to tie the two pages together, even though they're not the same day, obviously, because it's 3 days, I'm just using a corner of it just to make it look like it all ties in like that. I just like the continuity. Also, because I've got the diagonal up in the top left-hand corner, I thought it made sense to have a diagonal in the bottom right. For me, it just works nicely on my eye, then just rounding off that corner because my pages have rounded corners. Then the Friday photographs, I think I'm going to do them. Where have I gone? Oh, there we go. So we've got, this was snack roulette. Obviously I had both girls off with me on my day off on Friday. Not day off because I have Meredith always, so it's still being mum always. Yeah, so I was doing lots of activities for them. So the top picture with the little cupcakes is a snack roulette, where they it's to help Mary recognise her numbers. They both had to pick a number, and then whatever number they had corresponded to a little snack in a cupcake case. So we had like mini cheddars. What else is there? Strawberries, watermelon, blueberries, cucumber, raisins, things like that. And they had to eat whatever it was. And then they got to pull out another card, etc., etc. And it was really fun. And they asked to play it in the afternoon as well. And they asked to play it the next day and the next day. So yeah, we played it every day they were around. Or I broke that sticker, but I wasn't going to get another one. I thought I'll make it work. So re-stick it on. And yes, so you can. There's a really cute picture of them both leaning over. Then the bottom picture, it looks a bit like, I don't know, like the loading wheel of when you're waiting for a program to load on your computer. But it's actually, again, some numbers. I only took pictures clearly of the number games we did. And we had some music on and they were dancing, and then I would call out a number and they had to like stand on the number. And Bethany I was doing some subtraction with her, so she had to work out the answer and then stand on it. And it was blooming fun. So I put that on. Oh, that was right Sapphic. That was blooming fun, that was. So I stuck that sticker. Then I never really know how to use these tab stickers. So I thought I'll stick it on the side there because it looked quite nice. And I was going to give it a little caption. Then I'm looking through for some other stickers because it feels a little bit empty. I also put some of that washi strip up the top a little while ago, but I didn't mention that. But yeah, so I kind of wanted to just add a little cluster here of some more bee type things, even though I wasn't doing anything about bees on this day. It just kind of ties in the 2 pages and uses those bee stickers because why not? Then I finally get my stamp out to do the dates, I think. Yep. This one I do a bit too low, but never mind. And then this one's okay. And then the next one I do a little bit too high. So not my best stamping ever, but there we go. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Then I've done my journaling and I've added another couple of stickers. So you can see I've stuck on a snail and a little cluster of, oh, what's happening to my hands? Oh, I'm not sure what I've done here. I think I've messed something up. Yeah, I'm just pointing out very, very slowly the extra stickers. So they are there. And I've just filled in the rest with journaling. I hope that makes sense. Then that little lonely bee was bugging me, so I stuck some more bees from the 12 by 12 cardstock sticker sheet. You can tell I really like this collection because I have got a fair few bits from it. I got them from Paper Maze. If you're here in the UK, that is where I tend to get my Simple Stories stuff from. They're also a local to me shop, which is nice. Nice to support local. And there you have it. That is my page, or pages. I'm quite pleased with how it turned out. I like the bee theme, but yes, I'm really pleased. Then the next page I do is going to be Saturday, which is a day we had a lovely play date, and I really wanted that to be the main focus. I had a couple of lovely pictures taken from the play date, and I wanted to include those. So I didn't do an awful lot on this page, but because I really wanted the pictures to be standing out. So I'm running across this Carpe Diem, which is actually Simple Stories, isn't it? So it's more Simple Stories. I do like them. And I want to say it might be something like the Princess collection. I believe I got it from Gretel Creates, but it was a long, long while ago. So my apologies if it's not available anymore. Then I wanted these pictures to really do the talking, and I embellished them slightly. I'm having a bit of an issue with the hump, so using my great big gold clip to work out where exactly I want to position them, so I've got a bit of space to write. It was a ridiculously hot sunny day at this one. So with the children did play outside in there. They have some lovely gardens around there. We did play outside for a bit, but it was a bit too hot, a bit aggressive, to be honest. We're not used to it. We did play inside. As you can see, there's the four of them all dressed up, which is nice. Had to have a big sunshine. That's from that 12 by 12 sticker cardstock sticker sheet from the Bloom collection that I was just talking about. This one here. There we go. Then I'm looking around. Can't remember what I add. Oh, I add this because of the red in a couple of the children's outfits. I thought that would tie the little red in. It says, "Oh, so lovely." And then I've got I Heart Sunny Days as well, which works really nicely. Then I've got another L&B Makes sticker, which says Saturday, and I'm positioning that and realise the sun is too far over, so I have to carefully pick that up and squish it along a little bit. And then stamping really wasn't happening for me, because then I stamp and wiggle. Watch the wiggle. Oh no, wiggle! Ah! And I smudged it. Really smudged it. You can still read it, so it does not matter. Then what I'm doing is I'm looking for some more stickers to embellish those pictures. So I've got this book, which I've had for a long while, actually. Well, not a long while, a couple of years. And it's from Simple Stories. It's their spring one. And I just like, that doesn't show up brilliantly on camera. In real life, that looks really pretty, that little flower in the bottom corner there. So those are transparent ones, which are quite nice to use on photographs, because obviously you can still see the colours underneath. They work particularly well on lighter bits of the photograph. So yeah, you can really see that on the top right-hand side. Then I've stuck a few more stickers down and done my journaling, and that is that. So that was quite a relatively quick page, because the pictures did most of the talking, which, as I said before, I do like the pictures in my journal. It's what brings back the most memories for me. And then the words just pad it out a little bit so I can remember a bit more. So those are my journal pages. Thank you for hanging on in there. Apologies for being inconsistent with my uploads at the moment, but life is just getting in the way. So thank you for bearing with me, and thank you for all your support. I've had some lovely comments and really kind stuff about me having to kind of slow things down a little bit because of the way life is going. So thank you. Remember, creativity is contagious. Pass it on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.